Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Blessings, blessed good night, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are watching this in the world. Yeah, that's right. I'm Francis, and this is Next Up Sports Talk. Thank you so very much for tuning in for another episode of the countdown to the World Cup qualifier September window, where Jamaica will be taking on the likes of Bermuda in 23 days, 8 hours, and 48 minutes. Also, we'll be taking on Trinidad and Tobago at the National Stadium just a few days later. We're going to give you that countdown as well. But while we at it, we definitely have to talk about two of our most sought after players, two of our better players, so to speak, the backbone of the team, which is in the midfield. The maestro himself, Ravel Morrison, and the solid, rock steady Isaac Hayden. Both these players seem to have not gotten into a club yet. Now, it's said, everybody knows when it's World Cup year, you must be in a club in order to be on the team. And they made that very, very clear. So should we be worried about the fact that these two players are not in a club? Now, go on, big up on yourself. Continue to smash the like and subscribe button. It's free 99. It don't cost you nothing. Not even a second to just click the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Big up to everybody in the comment section. One, Sylvester Witten. Big up yourself every single time. Appreciate you definitely checking in and liking up the content. Also, Gangs Talking Jamaican Boy. Woo! I'm telling you. Go on, big up yourself. Comment right off the top. Please get a club. Please get a club. Because this Rasta boy, I got want to bring in a renter dread, Casey. Hold on, right off the top. Hold on, this is for you, Gangs Talking. This is for you.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go work up another talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
Don't vex up, man. I just Sports Talk. Don't work up, we say. After a cartoon. Big up to Fatal Flair. Boop, one time for Fatal Flair. Go and big up yourself. I love it. Yo, Ravel, please get a club. Because if you don't get a club, Gangs Talking Jamaican Boy, he might shed a tear. He might ball. Boo-hoo ball. Hurry up and get in a club. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who don't comment. Love. Thank you very much. Again, it's about these two gentlemen right here. These two gentlemen right here is what we're talking about. Right here. Let me get my stuff. I can't even do that. I'm going to go right. Yep, right there is good. All right, cool. Big up yourself, Blue World Media House. Salute. Go on. Big up yourself. Every time. Thank you so very much for being here. Big up, Bossy. Yeah, man, big up every time. Listen, it's just still a countdown, man. I'm excited. Every single day, I wake up like, man, we are a day closer. We are a day closer to seeing the Reggae Boys play. But as we get closer and closer, I get more worried because I'm not sure who's going to be available, who's going to be on this squad, and how the squad is going to look going into these important games in September. 23 days. 8 hours. And two of our midfield generals. These two right here. Where my other hand at? Nope, other hand. These two right here. And they don't got a club. Big up yourself, D-Marks. Bless up yourself every time. Go on, big up yourself. Definitely hit the poll and let me know if you should be worried. As a fan, should you be worried that our two midfield generals are not in a club. And it's important for them to be in a club so they can be available to be in the pool to be picked. Now, if you got information out there of either of them being in a club, let us know in the comment section, because I'll correct my thought immediately. But when I went and looked and I checked, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. So should we be worried? Because you can only pick who's available and who meets the criteria. And the criteria is you got to be in a club. You got to be playing club football. Some people are taking pay cuts just to get into a club and get playing time just so that they can be available to be selected. Yeah, not only get into a club, but you need minutes. The coach got to play you. Because which national team wants an unfit baller? Match fit. Unfit, match fit baller. It not gonna work. It not gonna work, in my personal opinion. Y'all let me know, man. You can definitely call in. Phone lines are open. 416. Make sure that phone is 416-771-4338. Call in and let me know. If you don't feel like typing, if you don't feel like getting them Twitter fingers, then you can just call in and let us know what is on your mind. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. When you come in, give it a thumbs up. It's free 99. Give it a thumbs up. The backbone of our midfield are out of a job. That's what Jamaican talking. The two best midfielders have no job right now. Currently both free agents. So if they have no job, that means they're not in preseason. That means they're training on their own to keep fit, but there isn't a structured training that is around them. So what are they going to look like coming into the camp if they get into a club and get selected with maybe, 10, 15 days to go? We hope. Where do we go from there? D-Mark says if Isaac is ready, I'm assuming he's saying isn't ready, we have Lewis Baker just as good. I hear you. Now, you got to remember, the fans haven't seen Lewis Baker really, put on the kit and really perform at the level that Isaac has. He has data. Yeah, he has data of playing with the REGGAE boys at the level. So much so that he picked up a few injuries from playing on the international break. But y'all let me know. Is Lewis Baker's paperwork all sorted out? Because you got to understand, there's so much red tape when it comes to the paperwork with these footballers getting into the country and being able to actually perform that nobody really talks about. But I'm worried. I ain't going to tell you no lie. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm definitely worried. You see, gangs, Jamaican boy said, Baker not coming. Because tell us why he not coming. Because I'm sure that there's so much. Remember, it took Demarai Gray 2 years to get his passport. 2 years. Mason Greenwood, he's probably the fastest he's gotten his Jamaican passport. But I'm sure that there's other paperwork that needs to be filled out, needs to be approved between the federation, between FIFA, and so on and so forth. And a lot of these paperworks, they have to be filled out, if I'm not mistaken, in the country. That means that you got to land on the island and take care of these paperwork. Now, with a lot of these footballers that have a busy schedule, you see that really happening? You see them taking a week or 2 weeks to sort out paperwork when you got preseason, you're traveling all over Europe, if you're playing in Europe? Like, how does that work? It can't work. It can't work. It can't work. So it sounds good. But at the same time, who's fit? Who's playing minutes? And who has a club? And it don't seem like nobody's really talking about these issues that we have, because then we're going to have to go back to Joel Latibodere playing the CDM, Casey Palmer playing that 8 or 10 with Bobby Reed, if he's healthy and playing. And we have seen that story. We know that story. We've read that story from back to front. From cover to cover. We've read that story. We know what that story is. We know what that story is. But the backbone, our heartbeat, the heartbeat of the team, the middle of the park, they got no clubs. None. So I'm concerned. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm concerned. Yes, I am. Because Isaac Hayden is coming off an injury as well, where, the calf was giving him some issues. I don't know how it's healed up, so on and so forth. But you got players that are going late into their club, and they have to ease them in. They can't run them a full 90 minutes right now. They got to ease them in. So how much of these players are going to come actually match fit and ready to go? Match fit and ready to go in 23 days. Not 43 days, not 53 days, 23 days. Before you blink, 23 days is here. And we are playing our first game in Bermuda. So let me know. Let me get back to his comments. They saying all type of things, but he won't be here no time soon. Oh, wow. Wow. Big up yourself, Conrad Smith, every time. Guan, big up yourself. Don't ever forget.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion, and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You're going to work up another talk. A cartoon thing on a South Park.
Told myself tonight I'm gonna ease off the, off the board a little bit and get to the real talk, man. I know I like to entertain. I like to have fun. I don't like no boring stream or conversation. But this one right here, I might have to ease off the soundboard a little bit just so that we can have a conversation about how can we drive the vehicle with no engine. The midfield is the engine. So what? Are we going back to the V8? The V4? Because the V12s are sitting on the sideline right now. They're parked in the Ferraris are in the garage. The Lambo and the Ferraris for the Reggae Boys, which is Ravel Morrison and Isaac Hayden, they are parked right now. So I'm not putting no category in terms of car on none of these players, in terms of Joel Latibodere, Casey Palmer, or Bobby Reed, or anybody else that can play that midfield. I'll let you guys do that. But why have the Ferrari and the Lamborghini and it's parked? They parked. We in trouble, people. Man, I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried. Because time and time again, I hear Ravel Morrison, maestro. Isaac Hayden came and he stopped the leak. He didn't fix the midfield. He just stopped the leak. Gave it a bit of steadiness, a bit of calmness to that midfield. Just a bit. Just a bit. But earlier I talked about all these midfielders that we got to choose from, what we rolling with? Because the midfield of John Russell, let me go back to it. Let me see that Panama. Because the last sample size we got is Panama, right? So let me see. Panama Gold Cup. Jamaica versus Panama. Where's this lineup at? We got to talk about the realities of what we're looking at. For me, I like to talk about the realities, right? And the reality is, this midfield right here, Panama put 4 on our head top. 4. John Russell, Casey Palmer, Joel Latibodere. 4 with this midfield. 2 in 20 minutes. They put 2 in 20 minutes. So you can't tell me that we don't need Isaac Hayden and we don't need a Ravel Morrison, because you be tripping. Big up yourself, Andrew. Up top, my G. Big up, up. Jamaican boy say, a luck if we see Antonio, Ravel, Dixon, and Hayden 2 week time. If I could, Lati and Casey don't see back this team till next year. But if these two are our 2 players right here, the 2 maestros that's supposed to control the midfield, control the game, don't have a club, that means they're not in preseason. And it means they're probably not as fit as they should be if they were in preseason. Let's be honest. At the same time, them coming in, not match ready and match fit, what type of performance, even if they get into a club late, what kind of performance can they actually put out? But don't forget, we got media members disrespecting our opponents. And our Ferraris are sitting on the sideline. They parked in the garage. Talk to me, people. Let me know. Should we be concerned? Are you concerned? Are you concerned? You can call in. The phone line is open. 416-771-4338. WhatsApp only. Call and let me know what's going on. Call me and let me know your sentiments. What are your thoughts? Because many Reggae Boys fans that watch the game are very nervous before the game. But this lineup right here, this midfield, our engine, John Russell, Joel Latibodere, and 1 Casey Palmer. Up there, so. That was our midfield in our last visual. The last visual that we seen of the Reggae Boys play was with this midfield. It was with this midfield. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This midfield that we have right here got 2 put on them in 20 minutes. Because the midfield is where you control the game. He will be there, but I don't think Ravel coming back. Jaja, no. 1 in England, not going to take a chance on him signing. I'll sign him 1 Ravel. So are we worried? Because Gang's talking say he don't want Casey Palmer to come back, nor does he want Joel Latibodere, who play right back for his club, playing CDM. Because we've seen the story. We've seen it. We watched it. We witnessed. In 23 days, 8 hours and 28 minutes. We take on Bermuda in Bermuda. And then we followed back a few days later to the National Stadium, where the last stream I seen, somebody said, the field don't look good after watching the Grand Gala. It don't look good. Now, we know when the field don't look good, the players don't play good. They blame it on the field. You know, like T-Pain say, blame it on the alcohol. They blame it on the field, home field. Come on, talk to me. Sylvester says, we tired of these old players. They failed us all the time. We need some new and young players who's going to fight for the country with pride. And hear me out. They're having difficulty just completing the paperwork to put on the jersey. They're having difficulty. Because you got to they don't have as much time as one thinks to just fly into the island and sort out the paperwork, and some things can take 2 to 3 business days. I heard the press officer came out and he broke it down for the fans. Just how the paperwork situations go about and what it takes for it to happen, and all the hurdles that has to be jumped over in order to have it done. But this midfield, and before John Russell, you could put in Bobby Reed. Because when John Russell was here, it was Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and Joel Latibaudiere. So, okay, take out John Russell and you plug in Bobby Reed. We've also seen that story. Have we not? If you've seen Joel Latibaudiere, Bobby Reed, and Casey Palmer play, put a 1 in the chat. If we have seen, do we have sample size? Do we have data? Do we have data analysis of these players playing together and what the results of it is? Because our 2 Ferraris are sitting in the garage. In the case of Ravel Morrison, boy, I don't know. He might be in the impound. So I'm worried, man. What you talking about? I'm already nervous before watching the game with knowing what the squad is. Now, these guys are not on no squad, and McLaren made it very clear. And everybody knows. In order to go to the World Cup, you got to be in the club. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. But he not retired. They, though. Oh, I missed something. My bad. Let me go back. Antonio signed a contract with TNT Television. He's set. Oh. He said he's set. So he a TV pundit now. He a football pundit. All right. Let me move this kind of real quick, man. Let me see. I want to put it. Let's drop it right here. Boop. So you trying to tell me he good? He a TV pundit now. You're no longer a footballer that playing football. He's talking about football. Got you. Me, tired of Casey and Latty giving us nothing. Have us getting high blood pressure every game. That's my point. Now, everybody was John Russell. Andrew Garth, big up yourself. He said, it's not looking good for us. Team collaboration and we having difficulties beating teams, we should be mopping up. We should be mopping up. No, that's facts. 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 Big up yourself. What is Casey going to bring? What is Lati doing in Jamaica Middle? Sad I'm not watching that game. Just you got to sit back and think about it for a second. The reality of it is, if our two maestros don't get a club, we're back to we're taking steps backwards. We're not building towards the World Cup. We're not building towards we're going backwards. And this is no disrespect, because I don't know none of these players personally. It just is what it is, because we have seen it. I can't lie about what I have seen. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Don't forget, if you reach this far in the video, give it a thumbs up. It's free 99. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The official countdown, man. 23 days, 8 hours, and 22 minutes till the Reggae Boys take on Bermuda in Bermuda. And then forward back a couple days later, take on Trinidad at the National Stadium. And if you don't got your tickets, go ahead and get it.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go to World Cup and a dot talk. And a cartoon thing and a South Park.
You better watch it. One Next Up Sports Talk. You don't know it, go already. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mr. Speed going to fix it. Going to fix what? He's going to improve this midfield? Why, he must be a magician. Is he a magician? Is it Houdini? What's the other magician? Oh, wait a minute. What's the other magician? Is David Blaine? What the next one? What the next one? Can't remember the next one name. Is he a magician? Conrad, unless he's a magician. The last time I checked, leopards don't change their spot. You can powder them all day long. You can paint them all, but a leopard never changes its spots. Can he improve the shininess of the spot? I'm sure. But how is the technical director going to improve this midfield to have them playing as if these two are in the midfield? How? 23 days to go until the September window. 23 days to go until the September window. To bring Ravel to the JPL, eh? I don't know if he'd want to do that. I don't know. That's another backward step, respectfully. That for Ravel Morrison, that's a massive backward step. I mean, going to Saudi was already a backward step. And the clubs that he's signing with, for the type of talent that he is, I don't care how old he is. It's been a lot of backward step for Ravel Morrison. But that has a lot to do with him and whoever that got a problem with him that I'm sure he can sort out. You get me? I'm sure he can sort out. Hold on, let me make sure this. All right, cool. The real question is, Andrew Gar said, the real question is, why don't we have quality subs? I don't even like to do this, but I gotta speak the truth. We first have to have quality starters to have quality subs, Andrew. My guy, Drew, we gotta have quality starters first before we can have a quality subs. And last time I checked, this is a lineup that Panama put 4. What about it? Because it's always close, eh? I mean, football, always close. 4 from we head top. Yeah? A 4 we get from we head top. 2 in 20 minutes. I said 2 in 20 with this midfield right here. And I know a lot of people believe that John Russell is better than Bobby Reed. I don't believe it, but a lot of people believe. Do you believe that John Russell is a better footballer than Bobby Reed for the Reggae Boys? Let me know in the comment section. You can call and let me know. Do you think that John Russell is a better footballer than Bobby? If Bobby Reed was in this lineup, would they give up 4 goals and 2 in 20 minutes? You let me know. You let me know. If Bobby Reed was in this game instead of John Russell, would the midfield have given up 4 goals and 2 in the first 20 minutes? Let me finish this comment right here. What's the plan if we pick up injuries along the road or during the World Cup if we make it? What's the plan, Jamaica coaching? I'd like to know the plan too. I'd like to know the plan too. That would be nice to know the plan. Because the players that we want as fans and media is having difficulty playing. So is Bobby Reed a better player than John Russell in the midfield for the Reggae Boys? If Bobby Reed was playing against Panama in the Gold Cup, would the Reggae Boys giving up 4 goals and 2 in the first 20 minutes? All right. Let me read some of these comments. Conrad is the man. Tonight I decided I'm gonna lay off the soundboard just so we can have a real talk, man. Cause I gotta turn it up with the soundboard. But I'm working on a few things. Don't worry. I gotta entertain y'all. Y'all gotta rock out with Francis from Next Sports Talk, man. What's going on? Our 2 Ferraris are sitting in the garage right now. Sylvester said, Francis, JFF is not doing any recruitment. Wow, what a surprise. It's not surprising at all to me. Respectfully. The only people is recruiting is Leader and Simon. Cranky say it tonight on his show. Pika not helping either. Well, when I came out and said, let me get back on the main screen. When I said, yeah, maybe because I'm a smaller YouTuber, nobody's listening to me, which is fine. But it will come right back around. When I said, why isn't our president have a better relationship with Pika to be able to get these things to move faster? Then I heard Pika explain what these players have to do and what people have to do in order to receive their Jamaican citizenship. And I was blown away, Sylvester. I was absolutely blown away. I was talking to my family. I said, this cannot be real. This cannot be real. So I understand. They're not these high-level footballers that are making multi-millions of dollars. They got many security clearances. They're having difficulty getting a passport. It took Damari Gray 2 years. 2 years to get a passport. Are you serious? 2 years? The type of loopholes and stuff that had to happen and the paperwork. And we all know. I'm going to stop it because I don't know. One thing about our people is we don't record much. So when your great-great-great-great-granny didn't write down what needed to be written down, or your great-great-great-grandfather didn't write down to be written down, or they might have spelt it incorrectly, or they might have missed a number in the wrong place, bruv, that can't be the reason why these things don't go through. And they clearly are. They wrote the name wrong. Instead of Bell, which is B-E-L-L, they wrote B-E-E-L on one document. And the rest of the documents have B-E-L-L. And Pika having a problem. We having an issue. What we gonna do? Go to the cemetery, dig up the body, and ask grandma to rewrite it? Grab her hand and rewrite it, or grandpa? It not gonna work. That's the stuff that I don't understand. Maybe you guys can explain to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Big up Cranky. I know his agent working hard. You do? I hope so. RR, big up yourself. Up top, Maji. Guan, big up yourself. RR say, whoa, let me go back. Ravel needs to change his agent. Ravel needs to do something. I don't know what he needs to do, but he got to do something. He got to do something in his best interest, whatever that is. Conrad said, hell no. So you don't think Bobby Reed is better than John Russell? Okay. As in A, B, C, D squads. Like, we are a small nation, but still, there has been enough time to look and research ballers. The only time we have is to appoint positions. That's it. That's the only time that we seem to have, is just appoint a bunch of positions and change things around and move things here and move things over there and do all of that. Respectfully. Bobby, better two-way player, according to RR. Go on, big up yourself. Devin Porter said, don't worry about a thing. Everything is going to be all right. Let not your heart be troubled. Devin Porter, my heart troubled right now. 23 days and 8 hours. Yeah, and our two maestros don't have a club. That means they're not in preseason. They haven't played no preseason games. They're training on them. They're probably not match fit or close to it. Match fit. Not fit. Match fit. Game fit. So I'm big time troubled. Big time troubled. Yeah, man, I'm troubled with that 1 year. Yeah, man. Because this midfield, Devin Porter, this midfield, 4. And 2 in 20 minutes. All right. John Russell is just taller than Bobby, nothing more. Big up yourself, Peter. So you think they're pretty much the same ballers? You think, Peter, you think Bobby Reed and John Russell are the same ballers? I beg to differ. I think Bobby Reed, like RR said, is a better two-way player. I think John probably scores more goals than Bobby Reed. That would probably be the only edge he has above Bobby Reed. But I don't think anything else, in my opinion. I like Russ, but Bobby better, though. Conrad, go on, big up yourself. Prezi need to come say something. He's already said what he needed to say. And he ain't going back and forth with none of us. He ain't going back and forth with none of us, that's for sure. Shame on Bobsy, Minister of Sport. Tell me, what's the shame for? Let me understand, what's the shame for? Russell going to start, though. I'm sure he is. But I don't know, man. I think Bobby might outwork him in the camp. If they both come into camp, I'm confident that Bobby Reed will outwork John Russell and get the starting position. It might be Bobby Reed and John Russell and Casey Palmer on the bench. You never know. You never know. I was celebrating 27th of December for my beta until I got my original to see it was this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't given a thumbs up yet, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give the stream a thumbs up. We want 100 thumbs up, 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes on the stream. Please. 100 likes on the stream. Please and thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell more friends so we can all be friends and we can talk more about his REGGAE boys and the things they're not doing. Oh, I said I'd lay off the soundboard. I'm gonna leave the soundboard. I'm only playing one sound. One sound. That's it. It's the same thing I'm saying. But our folks, man, our older folks, they didn't really like, you know what I mean? Like I was talking to my mom the other day and she's like, listen, man. She spelled my sister's name a certain way. And the hospital, the nurse decide they gonna spell it the way they want to because that's spelled incorrectly in their mind. Like, huh? So you want your child name to spell a certain way and they spell it how they feel like. I don't understand. Why? So for our older folks who didn't have, you know, as high as education as we do nowadays, who might not have been able to spell as great, you know, like I said, I know a lot of my Jamaican friends, but their birthdays is all over the year. One's birthday is, say it's May 13th, and the actual day is May 21st. It's not May 13th, it's May 21st. It's like, so when you go to Pika or go to these organizations and you don't have your ducks lined up, you don't have your I dotted and your T crossed, nothing is happening. And then you got to spend weeks trying to sort out those information. These footballers don't got that type of time. They don't got that type of time. They don't. And they have to do it themselves. It's not like they could send their agent or their personal assistant. No, they got to do it themselves. So that's tough. That's tough. That's a lot to ask. Let me see. Where was that? What was that? Add Mikhail to the list of cars. All right, you terrible for that one. You terrible for that one. McLaren speed that kills. Boop for that one. That's a big one. McLaren speed that kills. Ravel is not on that plane, bro. I promise you. Big up yourself, Patrick Riley. That's sickening to like the maestro himself, Ravel Morrison, won't be in the squad. It's crazy to think about. Mr. United, go on, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Mr. United. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mr. United, go on, big up yourself. Mr. United, you know football. Tell me, who's a better footballer for the Jamaican midfield? Bobby Reed or John Russell? Let me know. Because this lineup we have seen plenty times. Plenty times. And this midfield, 4 goals. 2 in 20 minutes. Let me know, Mr. United. Talk to me and let me know what Guan. Bobby have a higher work rate. Jay, big up yourself. He definitely has a higher work rate. Way higher work rate, in my opinion. And that's why I believe he would outwork, if not all, most of the Jamaican midfielders. Bobby Reed would outwork them just on work rate. Not skill set, just work rate. He'd outwork them. Let me see. Sylvester Williams saying, Pika full of SHIT because I filed for my son dual citizenship from last year. And every time I call Pika, no one answers the phone. And I spend up a lot of money to do the filing and nothing happened yet. But I need to find that video. I gotta find that video. Sylvester, let me tell you. Oh my God, hold up. I gotta find that video. Hold on. Let me find that video. That was recently too. 24, is it 20? Where's that? Oh man. It's in what's the head of Pika? I can't remember her name. What's the head of Pika? I can't remember her name. The head of Pika. It's a lady, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to get that video, clip it up. Nonetheless, you gotta go on the island. They say you gotta come on the island and get that done. Yeah, you gotta come on the island and get that done, Sylvester. Yeah, man, you have to go there and get that done. If you file, boy, it's gonna take you a while. It took Damari 2 years. It's gonna take you a while. Cause summing up what the lady had said, I can't remember her name right now. I don't want to misquote her name. Pretty much, give them their citizenship immediately, because otherwise it's gonna take forever for them to get it. I need to find that. Yo, where's that video? I need to find that video. It's not September. Where's that? Passive renewal. Passive. What's her name? Oh, you know what? Let me do that. Is it? No, that's not. No. What? Oh man, I can't. Where's that? She had explained this. She had explained it in a way I was like, huh? No, that's 2019, 2025. No, that's somebody else complaining. Expect your passport renewal process. Okay, that's not. I got my Canadian passport in 2 days. Where is it? Where is it? It's not. No, it's not her. Where is it? What is this? All right, let me not get sidetracked. Anyways, Peter said Bobby Reed is a much better baller. That's why I say he's only taller. Okay. Go on, big up yourself. Adam said, I don't think they will call Ravel for September window. Bless up, Majid. Go on, big up yourself. Adam. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, man. The people them say soup group. And we're missing two of our best midfielders. And this midfield here, Panama sent us packing with 4 goals. Pound we head top. 4 goals, pound we head top. It's free 99, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Like it up. We need 100 likes, man. 100 likes. Y'all can get 100 likes. That'd be great. I'm about to check this poll in a few minutes. If the fans should be worried. Should we be worried that our engine, the heartbeat of the team, is currently not in the club? And if they're going to be in a club, they're not in preseason. They missed preseason. So how match fit will they be in 23 days? In 23 days. Can they run a full 90 in 23 days? Without getting injured, without blowing a hamstring, without blowing a calf. We know Isaac Hayden, when he plays on these fields, yeah, his calf tends to give him a bit of problem. Can they run for 90 minutes? Ravel Morrison is what? How old is Ravel Morrison? 32? 32. Can he run for 90 minutes without a preseason? Without training camp? And just jump in and run for 90 minutes? Because Steve McLaren keeps saying these players can't run for 90 minutes. So I got to shuffle up the lineup. And everybody knows, after 50 to 60 minutes, we start to walk. It's not right. We start to walk. We're walking. We're no longer balling. We're walking. We are walking. All right. Let me go back. Let me see. Casey Palmer by himself is responsible for 2 of those 4 goals. Big up yourself, Peter. He said Casey Palmer responsible for 2 of them. Definitely 1 for sure, because that was a terrible turnover in the middle of the park. You can't do that. Bob's Grange is the funnel Topeka office. There should be an exceptions lane for athletes to get. Exactly. That's my point. Athletes that have high security clearance that make multi-millions of dollars, there's no way it should take them that long to get a passport, to get a citizenship to play. There's no way. There's no way. Ridiculousness. Coach don't love Ravel from morning. They only call him for Unity Cup due to pressure from the fan base. To be honest with you, Steve McLaren, I believe, love off Ravel Morrison. I don't know if there's other things working, but Steve McLaren, he used to see Ravel Morrison dominate in training for Manchester United. He'd be crazy to not call a talent like that. Nuts. Nuts. Dog nam your supper. Who supper? Who for supper? I don't know. Boy. It no look good, people. People, it no look good. People, it no look good. Yeah, man. May I try find the video, you know? Yeah, come in. Yes, thank you. She put out see it here. Yo, but I don't want. No, sir, I have to play it. No, sir, I have to play this. Hopefully, I don't get copyright. But TVJ kind of with them kind of with it, you know. Me have to take time, you know. Cause I don't want TVJ lick me head off, you know. Respect, me find it. Me find the video. Yeah, man, me find the video. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can fast forward it look a bit. All right. Yo, fair use YouTube. Yeah? No, stop it. Cause I play it same way. Run the speed. Watch how this. You know, have to pay attention though, you know, cause I could go fast. Watch it. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments first. My son named Zidane and they want to spell it Zidane. You see what I'm saying? Regular that happens, Francis, with the name spelling. Also, a lot of older generation used to travel on false information, especially those who travel at farm worker program. Facts, Jay. Facts. Conrad, at least it's not bad penmanship. Bad penmanship? Oh my gosh. If it's bad penmanship, you're cooked. Yeah, man, you're cooked. Call it a day. It's a wrap. It's over. Yeah, bad penmanship, it's over. You can forget about it. Russell have more goal contribution. Chopper, go and big up yourself, Chopper. One Chopper. Up top, my G. Jay, hence why a lot of these people run into problems when trying to sort out their citizenship. Parents recently found out my grandparents has a different birth date on most of the... that me I say? And people know this. Them know this. It's not like they don't know them. No set of people, them know it. Them know it. Ease off of the baller comparison. 2 good ballers. Better. Devon.
Next up, sports talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a sports talk. You go to work up and a dog talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
Devon, Lego that. Cause I got talk about what I want to talk about. Yeah? Cause I know say Bobby Reed was in the lineup. For sure. I don't think they would have got 4 goals. Yeah? That's what I believe. You believe what you believe? I believe what I believe. Yeah? Left it there so. Even as a born Jamaican, when you go sort out your passport, a headache, but it all depends. Yeah, man, it definitely, it all depends, but a headache. Right. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, a lot of grandparents them not straight. That's a true thing. If the ball of them don't have clubs, please have them report to base. Conrad said that's why a lot of them don't travel back a yard. Facts. Karima Johnson, big up yourself, Adam. I see it. I'm gonna find it. Big up yourself every time. Conrad Smith plus Nuff take the banana boat, so that's even worse. Even worse. Even worse, because you don't know what is truth and what is false. The national team players, athletes are ambassadors to Jamaica, so pathways should be way smoother. Red Cup, yeah? And a soup group. What? Red Cup in a soup group. What you say? Up top. I feel so too. He want Ravel in a club. I do. I think Steve McLaren definitely want Ravel Morrison in the club. Big up Francis and all in the chat. One Umbrella Sports JM. Go on, big up yourself every time. One Bobby Reed. Let me see if I can run this video for you right now. Here we go. Hold on. Take off that.
Kenzie is the Director of Business Development and Communications at PICA.
Once your documents align, PICA has no problem in...
Once your documents are aligned, and no say the thing no straight. The thing no straight. For we people, them never have the thing straight yet. All right.
Assisting expeditiously through the process to make sure that it goes over for your passport to be produced. Once the document is non-compliant, the onus goes back on the applicant to make sure that it becomes
You hear that? If it not straight, boy, I'm tell you have to go talk to granny down at the dead yard. Yeah, man, you have to go down and talk to granny and grandpa and say, yo, what I deal with? I walk on.
Plan. So we will inform you of areas that you need to work on quickly so that it becomes compliant, so that the process moves through very quickly.
But President
all right. Come on, man.
of the National Gymnastics Federation of Jamaica, Nicole Grant, says that there's one aspect that has proven tedious.
When they do the application overseas with the offices overseas, whether it's in the US or in England or Canada, it is a disaster. It's as
what? Say it again? What? Say it again? No, man, you have to say that again. Hold on. Pull it back. Say that one more time.
In the US or in England or Canada, it is a disaster. It's as if it didn't make sense for them doing it.
That's what Sylvester is talking about. You spend a bag of money. And it's a mess.
To that mode, because it takes a very long time for them to get it, and when they do come to Jamaica to go into the office to get it done.
But PICA insists
forever. It take forever. Nobody waste your money. But better you go there and waste your money, because if you do it overseas, if you're there England, if you're there Canada, if you're there US, nobody file it, man. That makes sense. You have to make sure that them did penmanship good, and you can read what. Oh, yes.
There are contingencies in place to assist in this regard.
The missions make sure that it is compliant. Once it is compliant, then the persons can pay courier fees on that for it to be sent directly to PICA and from PICA directly back to the missions. That's as short as possible.
Local sports.
You hear that? That's as short as possible. Come on, people. Come on, man. Come on. For them big time ball there, come on, man. That not gonna work. It not gonna work.
Sporting associations are also not without blame in the process sometimes being delayed.
When it goes to PICA, sometimes we really cut it close. Because sometimes, for example, we'll have a game in March and then the documents will reach PICA sometime in March, like a week or two before the game.
And is there something I'm missing? And get it done.
Plus, added to that, we have to do like what we call a change of association with.
However, when they come late,
fast forward.
Properly.
At the respective embassy or consulate that is handling that particular case. So when we get to the PICA and they look at it, they will say, listen, there's a mismatch on the birth certificate.
Hold on, go back, man. Pull back, Mr. Simpson. What you say?
There are signs of improvement.
What we try to do is to have a contact at PICA, do a preliminary examination of the documents before they're even submitted at the respective embassy or consulate that is handling that particular case. So when we get to the PICA and they look at it, they will say, listen, there's a mismatch on the birth certificates. Then
mismatch on the birth certificate. What? No.
We'll send it to RGD, and then RGD will say, right, you need to do a correction or error to that document, or you need to do a late entry your name, because interestingly,
In the final installment,
Okay.
PICA and the local sporting associations looked
You know here, right? You know here. I don't mean say it now. What do you mean? Of course there's gonna be mistakes in the document. There are, and we know this.
to work closer in tandem to help the overseas-born athletes acquire their Jamaican passports. Jermaine Brown reporting for TVJ
All right.
Sports.
All right. Come on. Again, the athletes that we want. Yeah? The athletes that we want. They're struggling to get their paperwork. But there was a next piece to that, you know. She had said something that was kind of crazy. Pretty much saying, don't bother wait. Yeah? Don't bother wait to find out whether or not your pick of them want to be a Jamaican. Just give them dual citizenship immediately. Huh? Huh? Where they do that at? Just give it to them right away because they want to be a Jamaican. Just make the process easier. Just make the process easier. We know there's going to be some stuff that's it. Just make the process easier. Don't make it difficult, man. Make it easy. Make the process easy, please. Please. Please make the process easier. Please. Just make the process easier. It's not hard. Why make it difficult? So now you send the documents. They need to be reviewed. All I know is that our two midfielders that we really need, they don't have a club right now. They don't have a club. Until I see, here we go, from Fabrizio Romano or Orentia Bamba. In a dede, in a walk. Them now in a club. And no club mean no game time. No match fitness. No legs to run 90 minutes. If needs be. That is troubling to me. Let me see. Chaka Chaka dance to the rhythm. Laugh out loud. 2 years no seem as short as possible though. People start a business. People start a business, get players and people their paperwork done. They would make money. I have to renew my passport and I know better than to do it from the US. Why is that? Tell me why is that? Tell me why is that? Tell me why is that? Unfortunately, doing everything in Jamaica is the only proper way. It's unfortunate, but they need to do paperwork during international breaks. It's tough because you know how the offices go. If you don't get there early, it's not like you're going to get a pass and you're going to cut the line. You think these multi-millionaire athletes, they're going to cut the line? You think the people in the office are going to let them cut the line and get the paperwork sorted out immediately? Do you believe that? Tell me. Because I don't. I think they still got to get there before 7 in the morning or early as ever to get that paperwork done. It's not like Pico going to come to their hotel and sort out the business for them. And if I'm wrong, tell me. I'll stand corrected. But let me know. Because I'm going to believe so. He said, unfortunately, doing everything in Jamaica. He says, unfortunately, wait. Yeah, unfortunately, doing everything in Jamaica is the only proper way. It's unfortunate, but they need to do paperwork. How can they do paperwork during international break and they need to train? They need to have camaraderie. They need to build team chemistry. They ain't got time to spend time in the office getting the paperwork done. There's no way. They don't got the time. These guys don't got the time. Some of them come in extra late. The club don't let them go right away. Sometimes the club don't even want them to go. US people, they're more organized. It is what it is. Most of the elders stopped going to school grade 2 to 4. If some of them even go to school, like, let's be for real. I've heard too many stories. Mississippi can sign them, both of them. You're terrible. No club, no call up. It's simple. No club, no call up. What I'm saying? No club, no call up. And if you get a club 5 days before our first game, if you get a club 10 days before, how fit match-wise will these players be? 2 of our best midfielders have no club. That means they haven't gotten into a preseason. They don't have any games under their belt. How can they run for 90 minutes? Say they get a club with 23 days from the first game. 23 days. Let's relive it. This was the lineup. Panama gave us 4. With this lineup, 4. John Russell, Joe Latibaudiere, and Casey Palmer. 4. 2 in the first 20 minutes. I'm not trusting in sending any paperwork. Next thing it gets lost. You know it's liable to get lost. You know it's liable to get lost. They don't have the time though. From brown envelope, run any line can skip a Jamaica. He said, run the envelope, Biggs. Run the brown. Might have to give them the brown bag. You might have to come with the bag, Jay. Forget the envelope. You're going to need the bag. Give them the brown bag. One J, go and big up yourself. Big up yourself, Jason Gooner. Jason Gooner TV. Go on, big up yourself every time. Bless up, bless up. Danny Dread in the building. One Danny Dread. Don't forget, like up the stream. We need 100 likes on the stream. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go work up another talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
What next up? Go on, big up on yourself. Danny Dread, big up yourself. Who's a better midfielder? Who's a better midfielder? Is John Russell or Bobby Reed? In your opinion, who's a better midfielder for the Reggae Boys? Is it John Russell or Bobby Reed? If Bobby Reed was in this lineup and healthy and playing, would Panama put 4 on the Reggae Boys? 4 pound with head top. See the bot? Pound with head top. And kicking them with body and send me home. They gave us 4 with that midfield. Guys, let me know in the comment section. Who? Is Bobby Reed a better midfielder than John Russell? I think he's a better two-way player like RR said. I think John probably scores more goals than Bobby Reed. But in my opinion, I think Bobby Reed is a better midfielder for the Reggae Boys. But Danny Dread, Jason, let me know what you think. Jay Hummingbird, let me know what you think. Jay Hummingbird said there should be system where the documents are submitted through the Ministry of Sports. You would think for these multi-millionaire athletes that they would make the process quite easy for them to want to represent the country and elevate the football, not make it difficult. I would like to think so. I would like to believe that that is what is happening, but it's not. It's not, and it's crazy. Bless up yourself, Stats. Big up yourself. Up. Big up yourself. Jump in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Is Bobby Reed a better midfielder than John Russell? Because this lineup right here was we seen the last data analysis from this midfield. This midfield right here. Panama put 4. The engine, the heartbeat of the Reggae Boys. The engine of the Reggae Boys. And 2 of our engines don't have a club. See them there? These 2 don't got a club. The Maestro, Ravel Morrison and Isaac Hayden. 23 days to go for the September window. The first game against Bermuda. Now, the question I gotta ask. Okay. If they get a club with 10 days to go, with 5 days to go, how match fit will they be? They miss training camp. They miss preseason games. How match fit will they be coming into the September window? Being able to run 90 minutes. Francis, remember a pound the envelope have enough of a duffel bag. You have a draw for the duffel bag. If in a pound, you have to get the duffel bag. That's a fact. Bobby Reed him said, should them midfielders take a pay cut and come play Canada League? At least get conditioned and climatized. They gotta do something. They gotta do something. Russell will seems like a better midfielder to most people because of the goal, but Russell plays like an attacking midfielder or essential midfielder. He doesn't really does the work of. No, he doesn't, Jay. No, he doesn't. He don't got the work rate. He definitely don't got the work rate. I don't know if anybody on the Reggae Boys' entire squad has the work rate like Bobby Reed. The only other person that would have the work rate to compare to Bobby Reed would be Kaheem Dixon. In terms of motor, in terms of just work. 23 days. And we don't got our midfield sorted out yet. 23 days to go for the September window, and our midfield hasn't been sorted out yet. I'm worried, man. I'm worried. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very, very, very worried. Very, very worried. But Travis Preston said, if players want to play for Jamaica, look about your own passport. Just like Hayden forward to Jamaica and get it done. At the time, Hayden didn't have a club really. So it takes time. But what we're talking about, Travis, is the process being a lot easier, a lot smoother for these athletes to that want to play, that want to put on the badge. Just make it smoother. Because you're going to have mess up, because our people, our folks, our elders made a lot of mistakes on the paperwork. Penmanship not being good. Spelling being off. A lot of things. And Pika's not playing around. They ain't playing around. Go on, big up yourself, Travis, every time. Conrad said, why Conrad? Them and JFF going to say we are not going to play anyone that good as Panama, so we can use anyone. Hey, that's why they calling it Soup Group. And I don't believe in that. Nah, I don't. Travis, do you have a club? He said, I'm retired. Do you think they need to swallow pride and forward to keep fit? They got to do something, man, because they definitely need a club. They got to do something. They got to do it fast. They got to do it fast. Our midfield right now missing 2 of our best players because they don't got a club. That's reality. That's reality. Straight up and down. It's not make believe. We ain't making this up. It's not, oh, they're close. They in a club. They're not in a club right now training. They're not training. They're not training with a team. Getting that team trained. They're training by themselves. But you think they're going to be match fit? You think they're going to be ready to run 90 minutes in September? For Bermuda and Trinidad and Tobago? Will these guys, if they get into a club, be ready to run 90 minutes? We know Isaac Hayden got injuries with his calf. Yeah, the calf. I don't remember. I think it was Jay that said that the Grand Gala, the field didn't look good after the Grand Gala. And you know, the players like to blame it on the field for field. Blame it on the whole field. Like T-Pain say, he blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the Henny. Blame it on the... yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Ravel need to join JPL. I don't see other leagues looking at him. At least do a short-term deal, USL or something. That's a huge downgrade to the talent that Ravel Morrison is. A massive downgrade. Respectfully. Massive downgrade. Massive. Warner Brown has a high work rate. Probably. Oh, I forgot about Warner Brown. He's up there too, Jay. Big up yourself. Yep. The most fit player in the squad looked like he could run an entire 90 minutes. Facts. What about Antonio? His work rate is high. Yeah, when he's healthy. He's a dog too. Yeah, he works hard too when he's healthy. For sure. But right now at 34, 35, coming off a broken leg, why it don't look good. It don't look good at all. It don't look good. Yup, they can go USA to MLS. Yup, but I don't know. That might be a downgrade. That might be a downgrade. Blame it on the Red Cup. Blame it on the Henny. Blame it on the J. Ray and his nephew in the... Blame it on the... You better stop it. Travis Perez, next up. JFF have persons at Pika helping with the process. So why is it taking so long? Why the process can't be done from overseas? Why they gotta come to the island? Travis, tell me why they gotta come on the island to get it done. Why they can't? Why is it so difficult to get it done from overseas? How do these ballers make time in their schedule when they got training 2 games a week, bunch of training and traveling around? How did they find time? How did they find time in the international window, which is about 10, 11 days? And you got to fit at least in 10, 11 days? Let me see. Now, if you can fit 5 training sessions in 10, 11 days, you're good because you got travel days and you also got to rest and recover. So, Travis, let me know. How does that work? Who guaranteed them national spot without a club? Boy, I don't know, I don't know. The last time I checked, the coach said, it not gonna work. You need a club. And I swear that's like FIFA's rules too. Let me double check. Let me go over here and check out FIFA real quick. FIFA eligibility rules. FIFA eligibility primarily focuses on nationality and whether players have a clear connection to the country represented. Okay. All right. Sorted that one out quick. Jay said Charlton seems to have a REGGAE BOYZ recruitment drive. They might need to head on over there. Honestly, they seem like they're doing a better job recruiting than the Federation is. Charlton Athletics, that is. Big up Charlton Athletics because they're giving them boys an opportunity to play. And I love it. Trevor Pett said, the coach McLaren, he said that at his last press conference, no players has a space. None of them. Nobody has a guaranteed spot. You're very right about that, Travis. Nobody has a guaranteed spot. Hold on. Where Jay
Love
at?
it.
JB. Jay up real quick. JB in here talking that. Talk with your boy. Okay. Let me see now. Where were we? Who replaced them, Travis? Okay, you're talking Mexico too. That league, but the teams have to want them. That's a fact. The teams definitely have to want them. Not downgrade Guatemala, Panama players ain't playing in Europe, so they need to. True. But maybe those leagues are a little bit better though. Maybe. Whoa. What the hell? What? Local thinking was I come play for free and MLS team just keep fit. True. They take a huge pay cut. They gotta take a huge pay cut. But I don't know. That's kind of that his pride, man. I don't know if his pride's in the way. Maybe those teams don't want him. You know, we just seen Sung go to LAFC. I'm pretty sure that Ravel Morrison can play in the MLS. But I'm not sure he wants to do that. But this right here, yeah, man, this makes me nervous. This makes me feel like we in trouble. If our two midfielders are not available at France, you wake up in an ant's nest. I don't understand. What? I don't get that. Explain further. Like up the stream. Don't forget to like up the stream. Appreciate y'all tapping in with me 100%. But this gang's boy talking said, listen, Casey Palmer, we don't want him back. How much people don't want Casey Palmer back? Bobby Reed gonna be back, but Joel Latibo there at a CDM. If it's not Joel Latibo there, who should be playing CDM? Bless up Demar real quick. Well, big up yourself. Who should be playing CDM? It needs to be Isaac Hayden. Timia, come over. This way. It needs to be this guy here. Yay. See him there? Needs to be Isaac Hayden. Because we have seen Joel Latibo there at CDM. And we know that who else is going to play CDM? We're going to put Damian Lord CDM? Who we going to put at CDM? Who going to play Isaac Hayden's position if Isaac Hayden isn't available? Because the only name I see constantly in that position is Joel Latibo there. And I'm sure no Jamaican fans want to see Joel Latibo there no more. No more at that position. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure. Antness means you talking consciousness. Not all vloggers will run with your content.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go to World Cup and a dot talk. And a cartoon thing and a South Park.
I mean, these things be like, when I say I get up and I'm excited every day for it to get a day closer to see the Reggae Boys play, I also am troubled by a bunch of things. This is one of them. This is one of them. This is one of them. We're 23 days away from our first game versus Bermuda. And 3 or 4 days later, we'll be taking on Trinidad in the National Stadium. And 2 of our best midfielders are not available. In terms of, they don't have a club, so they could get a call-up. I'm sure they could get a call-up. But how fit are they going to be? How ready are they going to be? How match ready will they be? We know Isaac Hayden is having calf issues. He's having calf tightness in his calf. Did he get over that injury? A lot of these teams that we're playing, they have turf. So how's your calf going to hold up on the turf? And your joints, and your hamstring, and your knee if you're not already playing? Yes, when he was there with Rooney at Demar. Yeah, what did he do? What did he do, Demar? Demar, tell me what he did. What did he do? How did he burn that bridge? Isn't CDM listed as Russell's secondary position? Let's check it right now. John Russell. Footballer. Let's go over transfer market. Slide this over like that. Let me see. This is John Russell. Central midfield. Let's scroll up here. Other positions. Let me zoom in. Stop playing, man. Jeez. Other positions. Main positions. Central midfield. Other position. Defensive midfield and attacking midfield. So yes. But I don't know if we want to do that. I don't know if we want to do that. I personally don't know if we want to do that. But let me see. Russell going to start, though he and Andrea are the first on the picking. All right. Did he cut his hair? Oh, I think that was an old picture. I think that was an old picture. Let me see, where's he at? Nah, I think that was an old picture. You funny. I think that was an old picture. Let me come back over here. So who is the backup for the midfield? That's the same thing Andrew asked. Andrew said, we don't have quality subs. Who's the backup? Same thing he asked. Same thing he asked. Who is the backup? Did he cut his hair? No. They need to come with the trade over CONCACAF. Think about it. World Cup qualifier over here. The World Cup is here, so why not? Build up fitness and a fan base while at it. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense just to, you know what I mean, just to play. Just to get some games under your belt. Again, get match fit and get your legs underneath you is important. But I'm glad I'm able to talk to y'all about these players and them being ready and available and fit. Because that was always one of the things Steve McLaren struggled with them being fit. Just being able to run for 90 minutes, not run for 50 minutes and fade out because you only have so much substitutions. And you know, after 60 minutes, me and Ryan talk about all the time, after 60 minutes, we're walking. Like up the content, man. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. Go ahead and like up the content. It is free 99. Like, comment, and subscribe. DeMar said, didn't put his best foot forward at DC United, so then release him. I don't see any other MLS teams give him a chance. Wow. So he's saying Ravel's just going where he going, he just burning bridges. He just burning bridges. Every step of the way, he burning bridges. That's what it sounds like. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm gonna waste no more time, man. Big up to Sylvester with. Hold on a second. How did they take that? Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, that's gone though. How did they take? That's weird. It's kind of weird. Hold on a second. Oh, let me get to the poll. 70% of you said yes, we should be worried. Yes, we should be worried. 30% said no. Wow. 30% said no. So 30% is okay with this midfield. 30% of you is okay with seeing this midfield. Wow. Wow. That's a new one. Wow. All right. Big up yourself, Sylvester. I don't know. What happened? Big up yourself, Sylvester Whitneham. Gang Socket, Jamaican boy. Go on, big up yourself. D-Marks in the building. Go on, big up yourself. D-Marks, I gotta bless up next time you on the stream. Go on, big up yourself. Conrad Smith, you already know what it is. Big up yourself. Andrew Gart, every time. Big up yourself, Drew. So, how did that work? Okay, cool. Let me see who else came through. I don't know how Sylvester lost that. That's kind of weird, but okay. That's kind of weird. Big up yourself, Devin Porter. Peter Mystic, go on, big up yourself. We are Mr. United, big up yourself. Patrick Riley, big up yourself. Jay, go on, big up yourself. So why isn't Jay? That's okay. Let me see who's there. Adam McGregor, every time. Adam McGregor. Let me see. Adam. Where's Adam? I miss Adam again. I swear. I did. So how did it? Yeah, so what happened? Wow, y'all weird. Let me see who else came through. Big up Adam. I gotta find out where I can get Adam. Okay, I'll do that next time. Let me see, Devin. Big up yourself, Jay. Chopper, believe. Go on, big up yourself. Let me see. One Umbrella Sport. Go on, big up yourself. D-Mar, go on, big up yourself every time. Appreciate y'all being here. Jason Guna TV, go on, big up yourself. Danny Drake, go on, big up yourself. Jay Hummingbird, go on, big up yourself. Stets, go on, big up yourself every time. Trevor's Pesto, go on, big up yourself. Whether we agree or disagree, big up yourself. Let's see who else came through. I was talking that talk with your boy. Yeah, big up to all the first responders out there. Yeah, big up to all the first responders. What was that? Big up to the first responders. Yeah, big up to the taxi drivers, the truck drivers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, everybody that's out there helping. The ambulance drivers, the doctors, the nurses. Guan, big up on yourself. You guys are the real heroes. Guan, big up on yourself. Big up to everybody who didn't drop a comment, but definitely like up the stream. And also, viewing and watching. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let me see. Big up to the man them. I'm going to the gym now. Be safe, people. Oh, Peso. Yeah, man. Done gym work already. Go and big up yourself. Yard man, I go. What? Gym. Oh, not gym. A Kim. Stop it, RR. Big up yourself.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You're going to work up another talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
Go on, big up on yourself. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Let's see. 23 days to go. 23 days, 7 hours until Jamaica take on Bermuda, the official countdown. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace and love. All right, you know you messy, boy. You messy, all right. Yeah? A World Cup we say. No red cup. World Cup. Put on the red cup. And time for get ready for the World Cup. Every time. I'm gonna go on big up on yourself and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace and love. Yeah? Me too.